Hey guys, and welcome to the Family Fudge. I'm Jennifer, and I am super excited about today's video because we've invited a mystery YouTube family to choose our lunches for us. And the mystery family is Phillips FamBam. We totally love these guys. They are a family of vloggers, and over on their channel, all of their videos are uplifting and positive. They do grocery hauls. I'm talking huge grocery hauls. Lots of fun food challenges. I absolutely love their room makeover videos. Recently, they started making these videos where they go into Walmart and they find secret hidden clearance items, which if you're like me and you love to go bargain hunting, you should definitely check out those videos. They are so fun. I will go ahead and leave a link to their channel in the description box below, so don't forget to go check them out. And now let's get on to the lunches. So for Phillips FamBam's lunches today, I'm going to be using a different kind of lunchbox. These ones are called Good Bins, and I really love the fun bright colors. And even though these kind of look like they're on the smaller side, they actually hold a lot of food. Now, since my kids actually love making lunches almost as much as I do, they're also going to be helping me put these lunches together. First up, we're going to be making Schlenz Lunch. Schlenz is their youngest daughter. So I invited my youngest daughter to help me make this lunch.
Hey guys, it's Lily, and I'm excited to make this lunch today because I love Disney princesses too.
Yes, we decided to go with a Disney princess theme for Schlenz Lunch because she'd made a video recently where she unboxed a bunch of Disney princess items. And of course, you know we love Disney princesses too, don't we?
Yeah. The first thing we're going to do is make Schlenz sandwich.
Now, she requested something that we don't eat a lot at this house, do we?
No.
And that is
Tuna.
Tuna. I actually really like tuna. I used to eat it all the time as a kid, and I especially love a Subway tuna sandwich. They are delicious.
So I've got my bowl, I've got my bread. Now I'm going to empty all of my tuna into my bowl. I'm just going to add mayo to this. No mustard, no pickles, just mayo.
Yeah, guys, let us know in the comments down below how you make your tuna. What do you add to it? When I was a kid, my mom used to chop up hard-boiled eggs and put it into the tuna, which sounds really weird maybe, but it tasted good.
So now I'm scooping it onto the bread. I'm gonna spread it out and pat it down.
And now we have a very special sandwich cutter for Schlenz Lunch.
It's a princess crown.
Now, I found this cutter a long time ago. I think it was at Publix actually, or it might have been a store called Ingles. I can't remember. But this sandwich cutter is awesome because it doesn't waste a lot of the bread. It basically just takes off the crust.
You have to press down pretty hard to get this to work. And just like that, our sandwich is done. Next, we're gonna prepare the fruit.
So for Schlenz Lunch, she requested strawberries. We love strawberries, don't we?
Yeah.
Because the next step is only for adults to do, or grown-ups, or people that are used to using knives, because I'm going to turn these strawberries into rose strawberries. You know, Belle and the rose, they kind of go together. So this is not very difficult to do at all. You just have to be really careful when you're using a paring knife. Basically, I just take my strawberry and I leave the stem on. Then I very carefully make small cuts all the way around the strawberry, but I'm not cutting all the way through. I'm leaving the slice intact and I'm bending it out slightly. That way it'll open up and look like the petals of a rose. Do you think it looks like a rose?
Yeah.
Now these are really easy, but they do take a little bit of practice to get them just right.
The next thing for Schlenz Lunch is cucumbers.
Now this is one that Lily can actually help me cut because we're using the crinkle cutter and it's not very sharp at all, so it's definitely kid safe. I get questions about this cutter all the time, and it's actually really old. I got it from Pampered Chef like, I don't know, 10 years ago. But it still works just fine.
So I'm making some pretty big slices.
Now we have heard that Schlen's favorite subject at school is math, and she's really good at it. So we're going to use our number cookie cutters. They're really tiny, and we're gonna punch out these cucumber slices. This is just a really fun and easy way to personalize this lunch.
I'm just using the 1, 2, and 3 cutters in the center of each slice.
And we're gonna be including the big pieces of cucumber and the little pieces of cucumber in the lunch. None of this is getting thrown away because it's all perfectly edible. Oh yes, and the trick to getting things out of little teeny cookie cutters is to use a little pick and sort of push the food out. So as you can see, we've got our delicious tuna sandwich, and now we can go ahead and add our strawberry roses. These are really big strawberries, so I'm not gonna be able to fit that many. Next, we're gonna add in our cucumber slices. I'll go ahead and put all the little pieces on the bottom, and I'm going to arrange the big pieces towards the top. Now, before we move on to Ashland Snack, I'm just gonna take this really fun crown pick and stick it right into our strawberry. This just adds a really cute decoration.
And for a snack, I'm going to add some good old barbecue chips.
Do you like barbecue chips?
Yeah! My favorite is plain potato chips.
Like the ones in the yellow bag?
Yeah. Next, I have a special treat to add.
We thought since this is a princess-themed lunch that these princess fruit snacks would be perfect.
But Elsa's actually a queen. I'm a big fan of fruit snacks.
Now the very last thing for Emberlyn's lunch is her drink, and she requested water, so I decided to recycle our princess bottle with jasmine on top. So we just put the water right in here.
That's everything in Emberlyn's lunch.
And now that Lily helped make the lunch, she's actually gonna get to eat it.
I'm done.
All right, let's see how you did. Ooh, you ate most of it. What was your favorite part?
The chips.
The chips. Up next, we're gonna be making Ethan's lunch. And my helper is?
Jackson.
Hey Jack, you ready to make this lunch?
Yeah.
So for Ethan's lunch, we went with a Fortnite themed because we know he's a huge fan of the game. But I have to admit, I've never played Fortnite, so I'm not exactly sure what it's all about. Do you know about Fortnite?
No.
Not really. I do know that there's a really cute llama, so we're gonna go with that.
For this lunch, I'm gonna start with the main course first. For his sandwich, I'm using some wheat bread, some slices of turkey, some lettuce, and some mayonnaise. But that's it. But I am gonna use this llama cutter. Ta-da!
Next up, we're going to add some fruit.
For Ethan's lunch, we're gonna add an apple. And I'm gonna try my best for this apple slicer to cut it up, which is actually a lot harder than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I definitely had to step in and help here. Now, you guys have probably heard about adding lemon juice on top of apples, not turn brown in lunch boxes. But we're gonna try a different method because sometimes lemon juice can be really sour and not all kids like that taste.
Instead, I'm gonna take a bowl filled with water and then I'm gonna add a little bit of orange juice. Then I'm gonna add all of these apple slices to the mixture. That way the orange juice can keep the apples fresh.
But it won't be very sour.
So I'm gonna have to turn this lunchbox the other way so I can fit the sandwich in. In this next section, I'm gonna add all of the apple slices. But this was a really big apple. I couldn't even fit the whole thing in here. Next, I'm going to add some vegetables. He chose carrots. I'm gonna add a bunch of baby carrots in here with some ranch. Next, for Ethan's snack, he picked blue Doritos, which are the cool ranch flavor.
Now this next item Ethan didn't actually request, but I thought it'd be really fun to try. These are the sweet and fiery fruit gushers. Now we've never tried these before. They're supposed to include a hot mango flavor, a fiery peach flavor, and a spicy watermelon. Let me know in the comments down below if you've ever tried these sweet and fiery gushers. Something tells me they might either be really good or really bad. We'll have to find out.
And the last thing we're adding to Ethan's lunch is blue Gatorade.
Jackson, did you notice that there's a lot of blue items in this lunch today?
Yes.
Do you think Ethan's favorite color might be blue?
Maybe.
What's yours?
Green. So that's everything in this lunch. And afterwards, I'll show you what I ate.
Okay, time to open her up. Looks like you ate almost everything, except for a few carrots. That was a lot of carrots. So what did you think about the sweet and fiery Gushers.
They were actually really good.
How spicy were they?
Kind of.
Just
Spicy.
kind of spicy, not too bad?
Uh-huh.
Did any of the other kids try it?
Yes.
What'd they think?
They didn't really like it.
They didn't like it? Well, I probably won't buy those again. Now that brings us to Ashland's lunch. Ashland is the oldest daughter in the Phillips FamBam family, so I've asked my older daughter to help make this lunch.
Hi guys, Kenzie here.
And since we know that Ashland and basically the whole family are huge fans of soccer, we decided to go with a soccer theme. And for Ashland's lunch, we're actually going to be throwing in an extra lunch container so that we have enough room for the main course. So this container is not a specific brand at all. I actually found this randomly at a store called Winco, which is a grocery store that's pretty much only on the West Coast, but it's also a store that I know Phillips FamBam actually shops at. Unfortunately, there are no Wincos here in Florida, but we do have lots of Aldi stores here, which is probably the next best thing. So enough about the lunch container, let's start making this lunch. Are you ready, Kenzie?
Yeah, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add all this lettuce to the container. Because for Ashland's main course, she requested a Caesar salad. Uh-oh, I spilled tons of the lettuce. I can just put it back in the bowl, it'll just be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine. I'm always spilling stuff when I'm making these lunches, and you know why? Because I'm usually using my left hand, and I'm not left-handed.
Now that all of my salad's in there, I'll pop on my ice pack. That way the lettuce will stay nice and cold. And in the smaller container, I added a little of Caesar salad dressing. I'll go ahead and snap the lid on, but then I have a few toppings for the salad that I'm going to put in this other container. I'm using these silicone liners to keep these items separated. In the star one, I'm going to put all of this grated Parmesan cheese. Parmesan cheese is so good in Caesar salad. And what's also good in Caesar salad, well, any salad really, is the croutons. That's probably my favorite part. So I'm gonna add a scoop of them right into here. The next thing Ashley picked for this lunch is cucumber. And voila, perfectly sliced cucumber. Next up, I'm going to add strawberries. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off all the leaves. You don't want to eat those. So I already washed these strawberries so they're nice and clean. And now I'm going to take a kid-safe knife and I'm going to slice off the top because you don't want to eat that part. I'm going to add these strawberries right in here. And to decorate these strawberries, I'm going to put soccer flags in them. One right here and one right here. Nice. Next I'll add my cucumber slices. Then it's time for Ashland Snack. She really likes Cheez-Its. So what I'm gonna do is add some regular Cheez-Its, but I'm also gonna mix them with these new tiny Cheez-Its. These really are tiny, but they taste exactly the same. Now this lunch is looking pretty good, but I am gonna throw in a special treat. Cookies and cream Pocky Sticks. Cause it's white and black like a soccer ball. They're really good. And the last item in Ashland's lunch is the drink. She likes water.
Okay guys, lunchtime is over. Now I have to say that Kenzie and I ended up sharing this salad because it was really big.
Yeah.
But how did you do on the rest of the lunch, Kenzie?
It was delicious.
What was your favorite part?
My favorite part was, I have to say, the cookies and cream Pocky.
Yeah. Everybody likes the treat, don't they?
Uh-huh.
Next up, I'm going to be making Elijah's lunch. And I'm going to be making this one all by myself because I've run out of kids that can actually help. And for his lunch, I have some Spider-Man decorations because I know he loves Spider-Man. So for this lunch today, I'm going to start with the main course first, which is a sandwich. And Elijah requested another sandwich that we don't make very often. But that's really a great thing about letting other people pick out your lunch. You get to try different things and you're not just eating the same sandwich over and over. So I've added 3 or 4 slices of roast beef. On top of that, I'll add some fresh lettuce. And then I'm not gonna add anything else. I know Elijah doesn't like all the other toppings and spreads, so it's just meat and lettuce. Let me know in the comments down below if you dislike mayo. Now, like I said, I love these Good Bin lunch boxes, but there is a drawback. The largest section of the lunchbox won't actually fit a full-size sandwich just the way it is. So if you're somebody that packs a lot of sandwiches in your lunches, you might not want this particular lunchbox. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is cut this sandwich into strips, basically 3 pieces, just like this. And then I'm going to use a couple of sandwich picks. I get these nice long picks at the Dollar Tree, and they're really perfect for sticking into your sandwich. Now that I have my sandwich picks in there, I can easily pick up all the sandwiches without them falling apart. Now that that's done, my next step is to prepare the fruit. For Elijah's lunch, I'm adding some strawberries, and I decided to keep these nice and simple. I'm just gonna quarter them up. And then for his veggie, he requested celery. So I'm actually gonna take my big celery sticks, then I'm going to slice them in half so that they're a little bit thinner, and then I'm gonna cut them in half again. That way they can hopefully fit in the lunchbox a little bit easier. So to our lunchbox, in goes our sandwich. In the second section, I'm going to use some silicone liners to separate these items. I'll add my strawberries to this side. I'll add a little Spider-Man topper to these just to make them look fun. And then on this side, I'm going to add the celery with a little container of ranch for dipping. Next up, I'm going to add the snack. For Elijah's lunch, he requested goldfish crackers. So I actually picked the pizza flavored goldfish crackers. I thought that would be really fun. And then for his special treat, I'm also going to be throwing in some fruit snacks. These are the Spider-Man Far From Home edition. And then speaking of Spider-Man, for Elijah's drink, I'm adding a Good To Go bottle. This is a fruit punch flavored drink with, of course, that awesome Spider-Man topper. Okay guys, lunchtime is over. Now this lunch was made for Griffin, but he's just a toddler, so he did end up sharing with several of the other kids. But maybe we can get Griffin to tell us what his favorite part was.
I ate it all.
What was your favorite part of this lunch?
Goldfish and the yellow berry. And I'll make it once again.
You want me to make this lunch again?
Come on, let's go.
Let's go make it again right now? Okay.
Come on.
Okay, guys.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
And look.
He wants to make this lunch again. He loved it so much.
And look at this.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. And don't forget to go check out Phillips FamBam. You are going to love their channel. The link will be down below.
And
thanks for watching. See you next time.